also, why am I being quiet? Because it's like 10:51, and I'm gonna try to make this video quickly and upload as fast as possible. But as you read in the title, yes, this is gonna be my final thoughts, but also predictions for Spider-Man No Way Home, since it is now released early out in theaters. Since movies come out early on Thursdays, but still, for those of you that have seen the movie, yeah, you know the drill. No spoilers, but still, again, if you have seen the movie, don't spoil anything, but instead just leave a comment of what you thought about the movie. But those of you that have not seen the movie, yeah, that's where you can make your final predictions and thoughts. But anyways, let's get started. So this will be my trailer breakdown for the second trailer, but yeah, but still, just I would replay the second trailer right now, but I'm just gonna try to remember bits and details. So first things off. Sinister Six. So there was a report that there would not be a sixth member or a sixth villain in Spider-Man No Way Home, and I'm like, yeah, I call cap. There's no way. Come on, we're getting a Sinister Six. They're probably having the final member as a surprise. But after rewatching the second trailer, yeah, I'm now starting to believe that there may not be a sixth villain. But I badly want to see a Sinister Six in a Spider-Man movie, and just there's probably gonna be one thing I'll be disappointed with, and that is Marvel and Sony failed to bring a Sinister Six, especially if it's a multiversal Sinister Six. But when I think about it, Sinister Six or not, I'm still glad that I get to see these villains again, because who knew we would ever see these Spider-Man villains again? It's just beyond insane. But still, I am glad we're gonna get to see these villains again one more time, because it is time to revisit my childhood once I see Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Sandman along with Tobey Maguire. Come on, they got me in the movie. Now speaking about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, it's been the long-awaited rumor. We've been talking about this movie for the past year, and I gotta say, I think Sony has gotta be behind about the leaks. They are probably behind the leaks, and it's probably the marketing strategy. I don't know, but still, they have to be in the movie. And in case you're not aware, Taylor has made a bet with me, because he's a Tobey and Andrew denier. He denies that they're in the movie, which surprised the hell out of me. Oh my god, I cannot believe Taylor doubts that Tobey and Andrew aren't in the movie. So $20. So if they're not in the movie, I have to pay him $20. But if they're in the movie, he has to pay me $20. But I think we all know who's gonna pay him. He's gonna pay me $20. I'm gonna win this bet, because bro, I'm honestly just scared to watch No Way Home. Not because of me being worried that Tobey and Andrew won't be in the movie. I'm hoping they're in the movie. I'm really hoping, but I don't know. I've definitely have been spoiled at 75%. Because I technically spoiled. I don't know. God. When Doctor Strange 2 is coming out, and around May, I'm probably not gonna touch my phone, so I may have to skip. Just make it whatever feels. I'm just skipping. I don't know. We'll have to see once we arrive at May 2022, since Satellite won't be coming out in March. Because Marvel delayed a bunch of their MCU movies, which sucks, but hey, it could have been worse. But anyways, back to No Way Home. We got off topic there, so dang, I really didn't look this through. I probably should have taken notes, but still, I don't know what. Okay, so I have this thought because after watching the second trailer, I have a feeling that, oh my god, I feel like I just watched the entire movie and I know what's gonna happen. So, first of all, we're definitely gonna be picking up right after what went down, in the post-credit scenes for Far From Home. And yeah, he's probably gonna get arrested, and then months is gonna be passing by, and everyone still knows his identity. And then once he's had enough, he then goes to Doctor Strange and asks for help. But of course, the spell goes wrong, and and we're probably introduced to Doc Ock first, second Green Goblin, and then we're just Peter and everyone's gonna be capturing the villains, but they will stay capturing all of them. And the last member they're probably gonna capture is maybe Electro. It's either Electro, Sandman, or the Lizard. It's probably most likely gonna be Green Goblin. We'll have to see. But once they've captured all members, once they capture all the villains, that's where Peter is pretty much gonna be wanting to let them out, because they're gonna make him feel guilty that they're gonna be sent back just to die by Spider-Man. It's just gonna make in New York, and they're probably gonna go after Aunt May, and Happy Hogan is probably gonna die in this movie. I'm not ready for that. I ain't ready for that. I'm not ready for that. And wanna know something? It was originally planned that Happy Hogan was supposed to die in Iron Man 3, but that got changed. But it looks like he won't be dying in Iron Man 3, but instead be dying in Spider-Man 3, which would be Spider-Man 3 No Way Home. But still, just now there could be 3 possible deaths: Happy Hogan, Aunt May, and Ned. Ned is not Ned. Happy Hogan is most likely to die in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now Aunt May, there's a 50-50 chance, but Ned, there's also 50-50 chance that he could also possibly die too. What about MJ? Honestly, I don't think MJ's gonna die. No way they can kill him off like that, but still, just and here's the thing. I'm like, when I said this in my video where I was explaining why I was scared about Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, like, I can easily picture the entire movie, because after seeing the second trailer, I now can picture what will be going down. And the only time Tobey and Andrew would appear is most likely the final battle. But let's just hope it's all weather, which will definitely be. I'm just hoping I won't be disappointed. And if they're getting rid of Rose, I will be pissed. But come on. We all know they ain't gonna be getting rid of Rose. They're definitely gonna be fighting Tom Holland. And of course, I'm aware that there's a Brazilian trailer of the lizard getting pounded in the face by something invisible, and we all know who that is. And that is Andrew Garfield himself, since of course it would make sense since that was his first villain in the first movie, but still. And by the way, my thing is now uploading the Homecoming review, so I gotta hit that quick, but still, and I also haven't thought about this, it has to do with the suit, so I mean, it's most likely that the spell will work and that everyone will forget his identity. So will Doctor Strange, along with the other Avengers, but still, so I'm thinking that there's a chance he's probably not gonna be able to keep the suit, and then he's probably gonna have like a common accurate Spider-Man suit. It's just that thought I have, because eventually Peter Parker is no longer gonna be an Avenger, which is something I'm gonna be upset about when that happens. But he's no longer gonna be an Avenger. He won't have access to Stark technology. Which, speaking about that, I'm still wondering what the hell he did with the Aegis glasses between Far From Home and No Way Home. Like, been mainly concerned about this for the past 2 years. I've been so concerned of what he did with the Aegis glasses. Like, Peter, what did you do with them? But still, so he's probably gonna have his, because he'll basically be that Peter Parker that everyone has been wanting him, because everyone had a lot of criticisms about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but he's finally gonna be that Peter Parker where he struggles on pretty much everything. So yeah, that's just the thought I have, but still, just what else? Also, Matt Murdock. So yeah, there's a chance that he's probably gonna be in here. There's a chance. Which honestly, yeah, he's definitely gonna be in the movie. Now that I think about it, he's definitely gonna be in the movie. But what else? Also, there's a 50-50 chance I could record it there. But what could I be recording on the entire movie? Will it be a movie reaction? Hell no, I would go to jail for that. The one thing I'll record is my reaction when Tobey and Andrew appear, if they'll be in this movie. Which, come on, we all know they're gonna be in the movie. But still, I just gotta wait for the right moment. I don't know. I just gotta be sure to have my phone charged once it's tomorrow. Because snap, probably need to rent this out. It is now 11:01, but still. Okay, so yeah. Alright. So now on with the hype. I haven't had this type of hype for No Way Home since Avengers Endgame, but since it's coming out in December, I'm now having the same type of hype I've had for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker since that came out in December of 2019. But still, man, I'm gonna be upset when the hype is over. But hey, I'm gonna have this hype again soon in the near future, unless it happens again with Doctor Strange 2. But still, I think it's easily gonna top Endgame and everything. It's easily gonna top Spider-Man 2 into the Spider-Verse. It's easily gonna top everything. Unless Doctor Strange 2 tops that, but we shall see once we see that movie in theaters May 5th, 2022. But still, no, it's gonna be the best Spider-Man movie, the best MCU movie, but also the best Spider-Man movie. Like, honestly, it is gonna be insane. And like, literally, it would make sense for Tobey and me in the movie, because there are so many hints, so many clues and evidence for them being in it. Like, for example, when he'll be like that because like I don't understand you're Spider-Man. I don't recognize your face. You're not my Peter Parker. Like, come on, it makes sense. It makes sense. It just makes sense now. What other thoughts I got? I gotta have some other thoughts. Crap. I don't know, that could be all. I'm not so sure. Let me just try to take some time to take my thoughts. Okay, I took my time, so y'all know that I've been hyping up Venom 2. Like, that was a good journey, but the long journey on this channel has been Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, literally, on October 15th, 2020 was basically the first video I had talked about Spider-Man 3 before it was titled Spider-Man No Way Home. So, honestly, I just can't believe we've come this far. Honestly, it's been crazy. Not only the way we'll be worth it since I've been dying. Like, I've been dying, not only I've been dying to see this movie, but like, I've been waiting for Spider-Man No Way Home since after I had saw that post-credit scenes of Spider-Man Far From Home. Like, the journey it's just amazing, and I can't believe it's about to come to an end, especially since I've made videos talking about this freaking movie for the past year. Like, it's just insane, but boy, well, it's just amazing how far we've come through this journey from me thinking that, honestly, I gotta get this off my chest. I honestly thought it'd be titled Home Run, and I figured it would make sense because Spider-Man is on the run now that his identity is revealed. And honestly, I would have never guessed it'd be titled No Way Home. But if anyone was lucky that they got the title right, if they had guessed it'd be titled No Way Home, tops in the chat for that. But still, just I can't believe we're about to come to an end on this journey, because tomorrow, after I get some pizza, which is pizza time by the way, but so once I see the movie tomorrow at 7, it's gonna be amazing. It's really gonna be amazing. Just everything has come to an end, and this is where the journey ends of me talking about Spider-Man No Way Home on the channel. I mean, eventually I'll talk about Spider-Man again, because Tom Holland's gonna be getting 3 more movies for his Spider-Man, which is insane. Like, come on, we get Spider-Man 4 and Tasm 3 for Tobey and Andrew. But speaking about that, I'm hoping this movie can maybe somehow have Sony make Spider-Man 4 and they made Spider-Man 3, because now honestly I thought Tasm 2 had kind of sucked because they had a different director, but no, it had the same director, and I'm glad they had the same director, because honestly, if they were able to make Tasm 3, Mark Webb should do it, because that way we have like 3 good Spider-Man directors that directed trilogies: Sam Raimi, Mark Webb, and John Watts. And I still wish I still wish we got Tasm 3, but still, like, this has been a very, very long journey. We've come so far from finding out, like, all this had started when finding out that Jamie Foxx was coming back as Electro. Now, honestly, it was reported that this movie was originally gonna be a Kraven the Hunter movie. Basically, Spider-Man's on the run, and Kraven the Hunter is hunting Spidey because he knows his identity. And, like, honestly, we all figured it would be that, but thank God it ain't gonna be that. Cause like, what would you prefer, the Kraven the Hunter movie or Spider-Man No Way Home, which would feature all the villains? I don't know, like, there's probably a universe where that movie definitely happened, but glad that didn't happen, because I would have definitely preferred this movie where all 5 villains return from their movies, and we can see Tobey and Andrew team up with Tom Holland. Now, honestly, everyone had thought, it would be crazy if these 3 were in the movie together. That'd be insane, but I don't think it'll ever happen. Well, guess what? That could happen, and it may happen. So it's just insane. It's honestly insane. It's insane. Everything about this movie is insane. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. I honestly don't ever have any thoughts. It's just insane. But still, we've come a long journey from finding out that Jamie Foxx, like, when I found out that Jamie Foxx was coming back as Electro, I got super hyped because I liked Electro and Tasm 2. but still just finding out that Jamie Foxx was coming back as Electro, to finding out the title reveal of Spider-Man 3, which would be titled Spider-Man No Way Home, to finally getting the damn trailer that we've all been dying to see. To now actually seeing the movie. We've come. Look how far we've come. We've came so far. It's just insane. It's insane. But even though I've been spoiled, and the fact I'll never get over that I was spoiled for Spider-Man No Way Home, and I'll be pissed about it for the rest of my life, it'll all be worth it anyways, because yeah, it's just, man, I just can't believe how far we've come. It's just honestly crazy. It's honestly crazy, but still, and speaking about Ned dying, him dying is basically just gonna bring me back. It's just give me the vibes I had from, it's just basically give me Rise of the Titan vibes, mainly because I imagine Peter and Ned as Jim and Tobey, and basically Ned will be like Tobey, and Peter will be like Jim, because this movie is probably gonna most likely be like Rise of the Titans, which sounds weird, but mainly because basically Peter and MJ won't be together. Once the spell works, she'll fully forget that Peter is Spider-Man, and that she's dating Peter, but just it's similar to how Peter is basically back to square one while trying to ask out Claire, like how Peter is basically have to be going back to square one on asking out MJ and speaking about love interest. I want to know how Liz has reacted to finding out that Peter was Spider-Man, because then she would get her answer on why Peter had dumped her and just left her at the homecoming dance, because she was probably gonna be like, oh my god, that's why he loved me, because he was, it all makes sense now, but still, I like that we're gonna see Liz. But also, thoughts on Quentin Beck that came to European Life. For so long, I didn't believe that he was dead. And then eventually, around like this year, I was on and off again into thinking he was actually dead, believing that he's actually dead, but then still denying that he's dead. But this is my final answer before I see the movie tomorrow. I think Mysterio is actually dead. I think he is actually dead in this. I think he is actually dead. And if I'm right about that, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But if I'm wrong and that he was actually alive, I'll say that I was right. But I will admit that, how do I explain it? So if he is alive, I would have been like, I knew it. And if he isn't alive, I'll be like, okay, I'll admit I was wrong. So here's my final answer. I think he is dead, and he won't be in Spider-Man No Way Home. But if I'm right about that, yeah, and I'll be bummed out that, okay, I was basically wrong that he was alive. So let's just not have that. Now let's talk about the post-credit scenes. I was wondering if one of them could possibly tease Miles, because I'm dying to see a live-action version of Miles Morales. Like, can we get a live-action Miles Morales in the MCU, please? Because I'm hoping that could happen, but still, if you've seen Venom Carnage, you already know what went down in those post-credit scenes. Venom had entered the MCU, and now that it's being revealed that we're gonna get the Doctor Strange 2 trailer by the end, like the very end of Spider-Man No Way Home. That would basically be the second post-credit scene. And now that it's been revealed that we're gonna see the trailer at the end of the movie, what's the first post-credit scene gonna be about? There's your answer right there. It's gonna be about Venom, but there's a report going around that Venom will somehow go back to his universe, but part of the symbiote will be left behind in the MCU. If that happens, I will be pissed, and that was a waste of time and it'll be a waste of what they did in Venom the Carnage. But still, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But still, the first post-credit scene is mainly gonna be Venom. It's mainly gonna have to do with Venom, because, is Venom in the movie? Yeah. Is he in the entire thing? No. He's most likely gonna be a post-credit scene, but we shall find out soon tomorrow, hopefully. Probably when the report won't be true, because if it is, then waste of what they did in Battle of the Carnage, but just still. God, I'm completely speechless. But just this movie is gonna be truly insane, and I just cannot wait to check this out tomorrow. And just, my God, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But I probably, if I once I'm done recording this, I'll probably realize that, my God, I forgot to mention this. But I think that's all I'm gonna say for this video. But be sure to let me know your final thoughts and predictions in the comments down below. If you have not seen the movie, but if you have seen the movie, don't spoil it, or else I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. But again, if you have seen it, don't spoil it in the comments down below. But let me know, how did you enjoy the movie? Did you have a fun experience? Did you enjoy it? Was it worth the wait? But still, just, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be spectacular. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my God.